The desert stretched, silent and immense. A lone hawk circled high above. Then, a voice, soft yet distinct. My voice, calling my name, Sarah. An impossible echo where no one stood. I spun around, scanning the horizon. Nothing. Just an endless expanse of sun-baked earth and distant mesas. My heart hammered. Was it the heat? Dehydration? My mind playing tricks? Then, clearer this time, urgent. Sarah. My own cadence, my own inflection, right behind me. A cold dread snaked up my spine. This wasn't an echo, it was a mimicry. A primal urge screamed to run, but my feet felt rooted. Who was out here? What creature could perfectly imitate a human voice? My logical mind struggled, but fear took hold. I forced myself to move, to inspect the sand around me. The only tracks were my own, leading from my cabin. No other human footprints, no animal trails near where the voice came from. I needed to get back. Back to the small remote cabin that until now had been my sanctuary. My pace quickened, fear lending wings to my feet. Every rustle sounded like a pursuit. Inside, I slammed the heavy wooden door shut, fumbling with the deadbolt. The click echoed loudly in the sudden stillness. I pressed my back against the rough wood, trying to catch my breath. Was it over? Had whatever it was moved on? The silence of the cabin, once comforting, now felt heavy, suffocating. I peered through a small dusty window into the deepening twilight. My breath hitched, a faint whisper, almost imperceptible. Sarah. It came from outside, right next to the window. Not a shout, but a chilling, intimate murmur, as if through a crack. I backed away slowly, heart pounding against my ribs. Through the window, I saw my own reflection, distorted by the aged glass. But for a split second, it shifted, a dark, hungry glint in its eyes. I stumbled backward, tripping over a rug, sending a chair clattering. My gaze fixed on the window, the faint gleam gone. Did I imagine it? Or was something truly watching me, mimicking my very being? The air grew heavy, like an unseen presence had joined me inside the confined space. Goosebumps prickled my arms despite the desert heat. Every creak of the old cabin felt deliberate, ominous. A long-forgotten story from my childhood surfaced. Tales of skinwalkers, shapeshifters who steal human forms. I'd dismissed them as myths, campfire legends. But now, in the silence, they felt terrifyingly real. A faint scratching sound reached me. Not from inside, but from beneath the cabin. A rhythmic, deliberate digging, growing louder. Whatever was out there wasn't planning on leaving me alone. I scrambled away from the floorboards. The digging stopped. My breath hitched. Then, a rustling in the dry bushes outside, near the back wall. It was circling me, taunting. The old cabin's single bulb flickered, briefly plunging the room into darkness before sputtering back to life. My heart leaped into my throat. The power was unstable, just like my sanity felt. I caught a glimpse of myself in a dusty mirror hanging on the wall. My own face, haggard with fear. But for an instant, my eyes seemed too wide, too black, a subtle, chilling difference. On my small table sat my journal. I reached for it, needing distraction, needing something familiar. It was open. On a fresh page, scrawled in my own handwriting, was a single, chilling phrase. My breathing hitched. I hadn't written that. Not a word of it. The pen lay innocently beside the page. Whatever was out there, it wasn't just imitating me. It was inside my space, violating my privacy. The cabin now felt like a living, breathing trap. Whispers seemed to emanate from the very walls, soft, mocking sounds, just beyond intelligibility. My fear morphed into a suffocating paranoia. I grabbed my phone, desperate for a connection, for a voice that wasn't my own. No signal. Just a blank screen, mirroring my despair. The desert had truly cut me off from the world. With first light, I decided I couldn't stay. Stepping outside, I immediately spotted something new. A small, crudely built altar of stones, unfamiliar symbols painted onto them with what looked like dried blood. My blood ran cold. I'd walked this land for weeks, never seeing this. As I stared, the painted symbols seemed to shift, wriggle, almost pulsate with an unseen, malevolent energy. They felt ancient, forbidden. From behind me, a choked sob, my own sob, followed by a sinister chuckle. It was mocking my fear, reveling in my growing terror. This was no prank. This was something truly evil. In the distance, on the crest of a low mesa, a figure stood, silhouetted against the rising sun. It was unmistakably human, and unmistakably female. Tall, slender, just like me. A gasp escaped me. Even from this distance I could tell. It wore my clothes, the faded denim shirt, the practical hiking pants. My exact outfit. Chills, colder than any desert night, ran through me. Slowly, deliberately, the figure on the mesa raised an arm. It waved. A slow, chilling gesture that was both a greeting and a profound threat. It knew I was watching. It wanted me to watch. Pure panic surged. This wasn't some trick of light or sound. This was real, and it had chosen my form. My mind raced, trying to find an explanation, a defense, anything to cling to. Staying in the cabin was no longer an option. This thing was playing with me, tormenting me. I had to leave, had to make it to the nearest town, miles away, before it closed in. Every step felt heavy. The sun beat down relentlessly. I kept my eyes on the horizon, desperate for any sign of escape. But the desert stretched, mocking my efforts, mirroring my fear. Even out here, far from the cabin, I could hear it. Faint whispers on the wind. Sometimes, Sarah. Sometimes fragments of my own thoughts, distorted, twisted into something grotesque. I came upon a dry riverbed, its cracked earth like ancient skin. As I descended into it, a strange sense of foreboding washed over me. This place felt particularly wrong, a natural trap. Among the dried mud, clear as day, were fresh footprints. Bare footprints, my size, leading further into the desolate riverbed. It hadn't just followed me, it was waiting ahead. The riverbed narrowed, becoming a tight canyon. The rock walls towered overhead, plunging me into shadow. I felt the air grow cold, a sense of being trapped, utterly exposed. No way out. Ahead, the canyon bottom opened into a small, secluded grotto. And there it was. A figure back-facing me, crouched low. A figure that let out a guttural scream. My scream. Slowly, deliberately, the figure rose and turned. My blood ran like ice. It was me. Every feature, every strand of hair, every detail of my clothing. Except its eyes. Those dark, empty abysses. It stood silently, mirroring my posture. My fear reflected back at me. A perfect, terrifying imitation designed to break my spirit, to steal, not just my voice, but my very identity. Then it spoke. Not a whisper, but a clear, melodic voice. My voice. You ran, Sarah. That was foolish. The same tone, the same cadence, yet utterly dripping with predatory malice. I wanted to scream, to fight, to run. But I was frozen, paralyzed by the impossible horror before me. My body refused to obey, rooted to the spot, awaiting its terrible fate. It took a step closer, its movements eerily fluid, devoid of any human stiffness, a slow creep towards me, every motion a direct mockery of my own grace, my own humanity. The air in the grotto turned impossibly cold, stealing my breath, my vision blurred at the edges, a dizzying spiral of fear and deprivation. This was the end, I knew it. My stolen self stood before me. Its hand, my hand, reached out, slowly, delicately, not to strike, but to touch my face. A chilling caress that promised not comfort, but absorption. The ultimate theft. Suddenly, a faint glint. Sunlight reflecting off something in the distance. The entrance to the canyon. A desperate, fleeting hope surged through me. A chance, however small. With adrenaline coursing, I lunged. Not towards the figure, but past it, towards that distant light. A desperate animalistic surge of survival. Anything to escape this mimicry, this monstrous reflection. A hand snapped out. It wasn't gentle this time. A vice-like grip clamped onto my arm, fingers digging into my flesh. Its strength was inhuman. I was caught, trapped. Pain erupted. The grotto spun around me, a vortex of dark rock and chilling whispers. My vision tunneled. I vaguely heard my own voice, distorted, triumphant, echoing from close by. I was dragged backward, pulled against my will, deeper into the grotto's cold embrace. The light from the canyon entrance shrank, then vanished. Darkness enveloped me, a terrifying finality. My head hit something hard. Stars exploded behind my eyes. When my vision cleared, I was face to face with it. Its black eyes bored into mine, a grotesque parody of intimacy. Unblinking, merciless. Then, slowly, a smile spread across its face. My smile, cold, terrifying. It wasn't the smile of a human. It was the predatory grin of something ancient, something that had finally claimed its prize. It leaned impossibly close, its breath, my breath, cold on my face. It whispered, "You don't need this body, Sarah. I will be you now. Better." A chilling exchange, a final horrifying promise. A single tear escaped my eye, tracing a path through the dust on my cheek. Not a tear of sadness, but of abject defeat. The knowledge that my identity, my life, was being extinguished by my own reflection. Its hand, cold and unfeeling, pressed flat against my chest, right over my heart. I felt a strange vibration, a dull thrumming, as if something was draining away from me, into it. Memories flashed before my eyes. My childhood, my parents, moments of joy, of sorrow. Each one felt distant, fading like snapshots dissolving in smoke. It was consuming my past, my essence. My vision began to darken, the grotto closing in. The last thing I saw was its face, my face, hovering above me. Its black eyes burning brighter, reflecting the last spark of my consciousness. Then, silence. Absolute, profound silence. Not a sound, not a whisper, not even my own frantic thoughts. Nothing but an empty void. And then, a new thought, fully formed, not mine. My eyes snapped open. I was in the grotto, sunlight pouring in. I stood effortlessly, feeling incredibly fresh, utterly awake. But the body I was in felt wrong, like a costume. A voice rang out, melodic and clear. "Sarah." I recognized it immediately, my voice, and it was coming from me. I tested it. Yes, my own answer. perfect, convincing. I stepped out of the grotto, into the bright desert sun. The world felt new, full of possibilities. So many places to go, so many lives to live, so many faces to wear. My hunt has just begun. My cabin, a distant speck, was easy to ignore. No attachment, no memories. Just a vessel, a temporary shell, a stage for my next transformation. I had no use for it anymore. The path to the nearest town stretched before me. A new playground, new faces to observe, new lives to mimic. The first step was already taken. My true hunt has just begun. The night deepened, shrouding the desert in mystery. But for the new Sarah, the night was just beginning. The hunt for a new identity, a new life, and perhaps yours. What happens next?